Hello again. Because I have in the past made videos about the history of Ukraine, revealing some little known facts about the history of that country, it has been claimed that I am opposed to Ukraine and a supporter of Russia. This is not true. It's more that I like drawing attention to things which many people would prefer to see buried and forgotten about. For instance, today Poland and Ukraine are the best of friends, united in their determination to resist aggression from Russia. Both countries are our friends and we're all one big happy family. It wasn't always so, and I'm guessing that not one British person in 10,000 has even heard of the Polish-Ukrainian War, or realises that in the years following the end of the First World War, Poland operated a number of concentration camps where 20,000 Ukrainians starved to death, were murdered, or died of diseases such as typhoid. I might mention here that I am not on the Polish government's Christmas card list, and that they regularly contact me and try and menace me into taking down videos which I've made about Polish concentration camps. A few years ago, I was interviewed on the BBC World Service about this, and the Polish ambassador promptly contacted the BBC and tried to get the broadcast removed from the BBC website. They're still at these games today, actually. As recently as July, I had an email from somebody at the, and I quote, Division of Reaction to Defamation, Office of International Cooperation, Institute of National Remembrance in Warsaw, complaining about something I had said on here. It's an offence in Poland to talk of the concentration camps in Poland, about which I have made a few videos. So Poland is really off my list of possible holiday destinations. I suspect I'll be arrested as soon as the plane touched down. The fact is that there was never a recognised country called Ukraine until the 20th century. Cossacks lived there, of course, and also Ruthenians, of whom few people today have heard. It was not until 1848, the year of revolutions in Europe, that Ukrainian nationalism emerged, and it was to take the First World War to bring into existence, almost, an independent country of that name, which didn't last very long at all. Poland was not at all keen on the idea of having an independent Ukraine next door to it, which led to the Polish-Ukraine War, which began the year that the First World War ended. Poland arranged informally with Russia that they would seize the western part of Ukraine at the same time that the new Soviet Union grabbed the eastern bits, thus carving the country in two. This was, of course, exactly what happened to Poland itself 20 years later under the Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact, which some Ukrainians saw as poetic justice for what Poland had done to their own country. In order to suppress resistance to their army of occupation, Poland set up a number of concentration camps to hold Ukrainian civilians who resisted the seizure of their country, as well as Ukrainian nationalist fighters who had been captured. One of these concentration camps was at Brest, which is now in Belarus, and another at the town of Wadowice, which is in modern-day Poland. These were dreadful places, and they held both captured soldiers and also civilians who were thought to be Ukrainian nationalists. Conditions were very grim indeed, and tens of thousands of the prisoners died of malnutrition and diseases caused by starvation. Others were beaten to death. Those held in these camps were not charged with any offence and were held without trial. In 1934, another concentration camp was set up in Poland at a place called Katuszka. More than half of those held there were also Ukrainian nationalists, although some communists were also detained at Buratsa. For this reason, there was little love lost between Polish people and Ukrainians during the Second World War, which casts light upon another subject about which I have spoken, that is to say the readiness of Ukrainian volunteers to serve as guards at the extermination camps in Poland during the Second World War. In the description to this video, I give a link to an online version of the Ukrainian encyclopedia, which touches upon and outlines the use of the Polish concentration camps. It is because Poland is so embarrassed today about their role in setting up concentration camps of this kind, years before the Nazis, that they have brought in a law to prevent anybody from talking about them. As I say, the very phrase Polish concentration camp is illegal to use in Poland. I can kind of understand it though. Britain has always been at the forefront of the use of concentration camps. The last one in the United Kingdom didn't close until 1975. This is very awkward, and so like Poland, we try to brush the business under the carpet and find a host of euphemisms to describe our own camps. Poland prefers to make it against the law to speak or write of the matter at all.